Pretty good.
Okay, so
That's what he says.
New Zealand is a Muppet whose whole bit is that he has a boomerang that's a fish. And he's like, it goes back out, and it comes back in, and it's like sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And
he's kind of
That's
a
a fun
fish
bet.
man, right? Like he's trying to sell people the boomerang fish.
he's trying to sell people the like he really wants
He's
to
a
like
ShamWow guy.
a bit.
he's clearly like trying to fit in there and being like, this is what you do as a Muppet is like you.
My name is New Zealand.
Yeah.
But he's not from New Zealand.
No, he actually
Just rhyme. Just a rhyme.
Dresses kind of like a beefeater, like an English beefeater.
What is that? What is that,
Like a
Jordan?
big ruff. A beefeater are the guards in the Tower of London that
Really
still dress
sounds like a problematic term.
Well, it is for a guard in a Tower of London. I'm sure they have some sort of actual title, but people are like, "Hey, you bloody beefeater!" And they like to this day, 2023, they still have like a giant halberd in case somebody tries to break into the Tower of London.
Yeah, that'll stop him. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, a guy with a shotgun.
Love
Like,
a ceremonial
hold still.
guard.
I went on. There was a show on College Humor's streaming network
Heard of
called
it.
Dropout. They have a show called Actually, which is like a nerd game show.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
And they asked me to come on the Muppet episode.
Gross.
And I was like, okay, I guess I know like a bit about Muppets.
You look like you know a lot about the Muppets, is what they said. They said, hey, Jordan.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look.
You really look like
Hey,
you
I
belong
went
on this episode.
and I fucking smashed it. I have a ridiculous baked-in knowledge of Muppets that I was not aware of. It was like I was seeing the ones and zeros all of a
You're
sudden.
the one.
I was like, oh, that guy, his name's New Zealand. Oh, that guy, the Mad Bomber
Also New
guy.
Zealand. Yeah.
Also New Zealand. They're all New Zealand. Wait, what is that Mad Bomber's guy's name? Crazy Eddie? Anyway.
Yeah.
You would know.
I can't wait to go back and watch that episode. Chad, I don't know. Do you all? I mean, I think that the Better Than Heroes folks know about this.
I forgot that we were in.
I'm
Legitimately.
actually interested in. Maybe you don't. Do you know about Jordan and I's long-running feud?
We're in. I've been eating.
Yeah, I know.
Crazy Harry.
We got Big Salad cameo tonight. Do you
Hey,
know about Jordan
big
and I's
salad.
ongoing feud about Professor Honeydew?
Now, Professor Honeydew is fine. It's Beaker.
It's Beaker. Well, no, but your issue is with what Professor Honeydew has done to Beaker. This is like,
he's turned him into an inhuman homunculus.
and I feel like we agree on so many things, but like every time we're talking about aliens, we're talking about my shirt has Bigfoot on it right now, and
Nice.
I feel like every time we're talking about this, we're like totally in sync, and then until we get talking about Professor Honeydew and Beaker, and I'm like, no, absolutely not. This is
Inhuman
unacceptable lore that
homunculus.
you are projecting on them. Yeah.
This is blowing my mind. I never thought of that before, and now I'm like,
It's true, though.
I feel
look at this.
It's not true.
I feel
Jordan
that
has woven
Beaker's-
this story in to poison your
I
mind.
feel that Beaker was once a relatively normal person who, through his interaction with Bunsen Honeydew, has been twisted and tortured.
Bunsen didn't
into a
hire
creature
Beaker. Are you kidding me?
I don't know.
You're hiring that guy in the interview for your lab?
Yeah.
No way. Yeah.
I think it's like Bunsen Honeydew is Dr. Bunsen Honeydew, and then Beaker is Honeydew's monster. You know?
Yeah. I think you're right.
No,
That's
I
so funny.
absolutely not. I will not let this lore abide in our stream, in our game. I think it's very entertaining fan fiction, but it is not an abusive relationship. They are
Muppet Labs took everything
Let
from
Jordan
that man.
have his headcanon, Arlen.
no.
Arlen's got their headcanon, and Orlin.
I think they are
Orlin.
sweet
And
lovers.
Orleans.
I think they are sweet
Orleans.
lovers. Absolutely.
They're lovers. That's better. There is no way
He does sex
that
science on
there
it.
is no way that Beaker is able to give enthusiastic consent. Absolutely
terrified the
not.
whole time.
No, just no. It's that they are best friends. They are like people who like understand each other on a way that's outside of language. That's
You're
my
trying to
argument.
Ernie and Bert, Beaker and Professor Honeydew?
100%,
Harlan, I don't want to go too
100.
deep down this well.
Man,
We have gone deep enough.
Rachel, help us. Get
We
us out of
have
here,
to.
Rachel.
No, I'm getting
Get us out of
eject.
the well.
I'm shooting us, especially because the reason we started talking about this was because Harlan brought up their Muppet astrology, and I looked up Muppet astrology, and the first one that came up said that I was Professor Honeydew. So we're done.
Now I want to know mine.
Yeah, I gotta know mine.
All right,
They
I'll
said
do-
Pisces was Beaker. All right.
Oh my God. Well, I'm a Pisces, so.
See,
Well-
we're
God, I
we
am
gotta
kind
go
of like
now.
Baker, aren't I? This is sucks.
Hello, everybody. This is episode 24 of Arc 5 of Better Than Heroes. If you are new to this stream, believe it or not, it's a D&D stream, not a Muppet stream. We're just a bunch of goofs goofing. I'm Rachel Weeks, and I play Klik, the level 14 Kreen fighter.
My name's Andrew Ovredahl, and I play Flute, aka the Windrider, a human bard warlock.
My name is Jordan Dahl, and as a Gemini, I'm Rolf, the talking dog. pretty good. Could have been worse.
My name's Aaron Urist, and I play K.A.I. Hammerstein, the Artificer. And according to the internet, Beaker has an unnamed human girlfriend.
See? You see? He was a normal, living his life. Hey, I got a new job, babe. What? Muppet Labs? Sounds like they're doing some interesting
She was-
stuff.
get
Certainly,
this.
I won't be used as a guinea pig for horrific tests every week.
This is a horrifying glimpse of a terrifying reality, but Beaker's unnamed girlfriend appeared in the television special Letters to Santa. She was wished into existence by Beaker using Dr. Honeydew's wish-granting machine.
All right.
Whoa.
That's kind of messed up.
Oh, no.
Wait.
That's
And
not
she can
what the wish
also-
machine is for.
And she can also only say, meat,
So,
even though she's a person.
See, that
Beaker,
blurs the
weird
line.
science to girlfriend?
Yeah. God. What episode of Twilight Zone True Detective crossover?
Jordan, I feel like he's
fan fiction?
Beaker. All right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know who Pepe is.
I think everybody
right.
lost today. Also, Harlan, you seem somewhat quiet all of a sudden.
All right, well, don't worry. I'll start yelling soon.
There we go. That's better.
We have a very intense episode today that we are not addressing.
Yes,
We are in the middle of
yes.
a big fight. We're going to play some 5e Spelljammer Dungeons and Dragons. We are surrounded by mind flayers, and Harlan plays all of them.
That's true.
The tension. Can you feel it?
Oh, yeah, thanks, Rachel. I forgot to say my line. Yeah.
Yeah. Our show is live soundtracked by Jason Wardell. Not today. Today we've got Robo Jason is the music that you are hearing. You can check out all of Jason's stuff at the link that's going to appear in the chat. Ready, link. That almost worked. It could have worked. I don't know. And it is brought to you by our patrons and our subscribers. We're so grateful to everybody who supports the show financially. You guys make it happen. Make sure that we can pay the artists that make Better Than Heroes better and better every single week. So if you love the show and you want to see it grow, consider supporting us in that way. You can become a subscriber on Twitch. You can follow our Patreon. You can go pick up some sweet, sweet merch over on Spring. Or you can save your money and just tell your friends about the show. Word of mouth goes a long way for this kind of show. If you are enjoying what you're watching, tell the people about it. Express your love. That means a lot to us. Plus, you can follow on our YouTube and you can follow our podcast. Both of those are very helpful for the show and cost you nothing but your time. We'll take everything that you can give.
Take everything from you.
Everything you are willing to give.
Cool.
And more.
Well, We appreciate everything that you do, including showing up live every Monday at 7 p.m. Thanks for hanging out with us. It is almost time to play some D&D, but first, let's go into last week's recap.
Previously on Better Than Heroes, in staggered groups, the crew and their allies passed through the portal to the Mind Flayer Psycropolis. The non-fish folk went first, appearing in a central storeroom. Using their familiars to scout ahead, they were able to avoid patrolling illithids and began working their way through the complex. They snuck into a sprawling chamber filled with high-terraced platforms, occupied by a group of mind flayers with swords. As the fishfolk arrived, unprotected by the medallions that shielded the minds of the crew from detection, the mind flayers went all Zoidberg noises, and the party sprang into action from their hiding place, taking the dastardly Squidwards by surprise. They began cutting a path through the enemy towards the Elder Brain, turning mind flayers into chickens and blasting them with spells, ready to seize their chance to end the war once and for all, their advance covered by the fishfolk's courageous feint. This is going not terribly so far. Should I not have said that? Have I bestowed a powerful curse on us now? Find out right now on Better Than Heroes.
You fool!
Well, now we're doomed.
Oh, you're a pair of 2006 jeans?
Top of the ass to you.
Yes, too, yeah.
Chat definitely came and got half of that joke, but it's good. So
All they need to know is top of the ass to you.
yes,
Top of the ass to ya. That's an impression of Tara Reid's jeans, circa 2003?
oh boy, incredible. All right, well, we are back in it. We're coming straight back in the initiative order. You all are inside of the Psycropolis, this seemingly, I'm going to keep calling it an underground place, but I want you all to know that I'm not promising you it's underground. It just has that feeling where it's surrounded by things on all sides. And you all don't know what the entrance looks like or where it is because you have taken this back door into it. You were able to find some sort of connection it had to under a table in a laboratory room of these mind flayers that was connected to this abandoned laboratory that you've been to before on Glyth, the planet that was primarily occupied by mind flayers in the magical wild space that you all are in right now. I don't write these intros. You all have followed your plan here with the group split. If you want to look at the map here, chat, I'll get it nice and zoomed in. We'll do a little tutorial for it. And if you're listening to this, I'll try and describe it as well. As you all know, there are these like pod-like rooms, and you've come into one that had these fleshy doors as a part of it. And your goal was to bring in these fish folk and have them be a distraction because you knew that there was all this psionic energy everywhere. You had these amulets, and so you needed someone that was a distraction to kind of pull the mind flayers in a different direction, which the fish folk almost came at the wrong time, but they are here now at the right time in this dungeon and have waltzed into a room full of mind flayers as well. As you all were able to surprise what seemed to be these guardian mind flayers, these elite mind flayers that have armor all over them and just seem to be floating about in this room guarding it. You were able to surprise them and attack one. Auxtrillion threw a fireball that's still burning here. There's a wall of fire up that Moonboy's put up, and Flute flew over the top of the wall of fire to try and get a more advantageous position. But the group is split right now as far as the player characters with their allies and the crew of fish folk here. So we're jumping right back into initiative. And Klik, you are up first. What would you like to do? Yes, you're in the pack of people. In fact, you're kind of in the back right now. You're right next to your ally Talon, who's recently rejoined with you all. Her sister Nyx is up front by K.A.I, but you're in the back. So what would you like to do here?
Well, we gotta get around this wall of fire here. So this like little bloopy boy, this like wall, this one's 20 feet up. We know that. But what is this like little wiggly one?
Boy.
That's an intimidating statue of an amorphous shape, is what we're going to call it. And so it's, if you jump onto it, you're 15 feet above the lowest platform, 5 feet above the medium platform, and 5 feet below the highest platform that Flute is flying above. As this is like a tiered, almost like amphitheater-like room.
Okay. I think Klik's
Tiered.
just gonna try and get up to the front here. We're gonna run to here, and she is gonna throw that cha-cha. This is not the chicken one. The chicken one's in the back somewhere, right?
Yes, it is.
Chicken one's like this guy or something.
Yes, that's right. Oliventiculus did turn one of them.
Which one's the chicken one?
I thought it was this.
I thought it was one that wasn't fireballed.
I thought it was this symbol of the.
No,
that was just here earlier for lighting reasons.
I see.
In fact, I might take it off to see if it affects the lighting. It seems to have not. Oh, yeah, it did. So
It did.
Yeah. Oh, it did.
Yeah. So I believe the chicken one is the one on top.
chicken one's the one on top. All right, we're gonna throw the cha-cha at this boy on the bottom.
Cool.
Whoop. Not great. Not great. It is an 18 to hit.
An 18 hits exactly. Is what you need, as these are not your
Through
average.
the fire and the flames.
They do seem to have this armor on that is making them harder to hit, but the usual mind flayers you've fought before have more of this, just like these robes around them. That's like a little bit of armor, but these are full-plated ones. But you've fought people in full-plate armor before, so you're not too worried about it. You can get that tchotchke in there, no problem with that hit.
14 on that first hit.
All right, 14 points of damage. That's a lot of damage.
Max dice on that one.
Let's go.
Second one hits as well. It is like a 29 to hit. This one is 10 total slashing.
All right.
And one more will hit as well. It's 27, and that's another 10.
Wow. Incredible. Wait, how much was the middle damage? I missed it. I'm sorry.
10, and 14, I believe.
Cool. Incredible.
Those are cha-cha-chas. Pass.
Wow. So you just like fly up to this flame wall here, and can see right through it, no problem. You see the form that you need to hit, and you chuck it in there. And you can psionically feel it almost in the same way that people can read body language. You're just like reading these feelings coming off of the mind flayers as you thum and hit both with both attacks, and you can kind of see the shadowed form of it through the fire just like wriggle a little bit, and the floating sword next to it almost drop, but it does not. Great. Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
That's all.
That was a good turn.
I guess I haven't used a bonus. I'm gonna do a hunter's mark on this guy.
Love it.
This fire one.
All right, cool. One of the ones inside of the continually burning flame.
He'll get out of it eventually, probably.
Absolutely, I believe it. Great. I need to make sure I mark that this dude is a chicken, so I just need a tiny little second to put a little chicken icon on it. It's going to be a snail, but, we'll all remember. So, with that, it is going to be a Mind Flayer's turn here, which is going to also allow me to reveal the incredible armored Mind Flayer art that Jordan Dahl has done here. So give me just a second to show it to you as well, players. You might see the Twitch stream first, but I'll adjust the Roll20 here. Boom, you should be able to see it now. Just exceptional. Good work there, Jordan.
So good. Come on. Their little, like, squid helmet. Pretty good.
Thank you.
That's insane. That's so good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn perspective.
Well,
You're doing it.
You did it.
Look at the perspective on that.
Hands on sword.
All
You're
over
doing
there.
it.
my perspective is that dude is scary. So that's,
Mind Flayer dervish dancer. Very good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That is horrifyingly correct. So it is going to be one of these Mind Flayers' turn. So they are going to roll up here, and it's going to be the one who. And remind me, Flute. Are you invisible? I don't think you are. You are. Okay, cool.
I have greater invisibility on.
Oh,
There we go. And so it's not affecting so you're not flying, you're just invisible. You just like walked up here, correct?
Invisible, yes. I used my new grapple gauntlet to kind of Batman my way up to this. This is the topmost platform, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, you were on the highest platform
But
there.
I'm invisible.
Good. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you did ruin all of my plans like I thought there. So I just wanted to be sure before I move forward.
Just confirm that.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Sure.
Cool. So this Mind Flayer in its armor is going to float up, and I think it's not going to be able to use its sword, which clearly flies with it here, as it just levitates. And you can see it's taken this damage from you, Klik. This is the one that you just hit, and it's taken both of these hits, and the sword next to it kind of like flutters, and it looks back for a second as two of its floating allies in their armor are still inside of the fire and burning, and you can see and sense this connection that it has to them because they seem to be moving in tandem and kind of like wincing in pain in tandem a bit together, as if they're like getting the periphery effects of these bodies being destroyed by the spells that you all and attacks that you are throwing at them. But it is going to float up here, staying an effective distance away from the flame wall, and is going to shoot a psionic burst. Klik, you feel something you have not felt in a long time, but that you remember is this very intense ripple throughout the room. It's like you have a splitting migraine that comes on, and everything around you warbles. It just shakes. It's like heat coming off of the asphalt, but just everywhere all around you. As this 60-foot cone of a psionic blast shoots out here, and I need Klik and K.A.I to definitely roll intelligence saving throws. Nyx as well, as we have some player characters, some players here. You all are. Yep. You all are helping me
for Nyx when you get a chance.
Yeah, it's in the Dropbox folder that's in Discord, so you have to open that there. But don't worry, there are plenty more other people that need to roll. Moonboy, you also need to roll. Olaf Anticulus needs to roll. I'll roll for Oxtrillion, and Laloon needs to roll as well. So that's a whole 7 people of your party are going to have to roll against this.
Klik, you have Bardic
Blast.
Inspiration 1d10.
Yes, I do.
What? Give us a little. Oh no, you're reminding that from last time because you did that last session, right?
Yeah, it lasts for 10
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Because you told her it wouldn't be like last time. Cool. So
I I'm gonna. Well, I guess for Indomitable, do I have to tell you the number first? Probably.
What do you mean? Tell me more. What you're asking.
It's you can reroll a saving throw that you fail. If you do so, you must use the new roll.
So
I'm gonna fail it.
Yeah, I should tell you. You tell me the number, and I tell you if you fail. Yeah.
I got a 12.
Okay, cool. That does fail. That is correct.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm gonna use Indomitable and try and reroll this.
After hearing from the Windrider, like it's not gonna be like last time, and then you immediately like feel this effect washing over you.
Yeah, I don't even think rolling Bardic. Bardic is a D10.
Mm-hmm.
I would have had to roll so high, probably. I'm just gonna use Indomitable. So I'm gonna reroll the saving throw. And I am gonna use Bardic this time.
Okay, cool. Hold on to the results just real quick, because I feel like Kliks is quite the dramatic one, and I just want to get some others on you in the book. So, K.A.I, did you succeed on this intelligence saving throw? I feel like you did.
Yes.
Cool. And then do we have Australian did as well, as this like world wobbles around him. He's just kind of lets out this laugh, this fiery elf in the back. Do we have a roll for Olafenticulus and Nyx?
29
critically
for
failed.
Incredible. Cool. So we have Olafenticulus, who doesn't even, just kind of waves it off with his hand a little bit as he's he is this very old dwarf here, and he's like walking forward, and his bird Clang just kind of flutters around him, and he just kind of like waves it off. And Nyx is like a stone statue inside of all of her plate armor. She has been running forward, ready for this heroic moment, and she just freezes in place. Moonboy, what did you get?
26.
26? Yeah, give us some flavor here and what this is like for you.
Yeah, I think as this psi wave kind of hits him, it's almost like, you see Moonboy in his flaming kind of lunar form, and as it hits him, it doesn't even seem to like connect with him. About 3 feet out, it just like whoosh, like goes around him, and you can see like this bubble of protection around him.
Yeah, I love it. And then so that's everybody except for
Laloon.
Oh yeah, what did Laloon get?
22.
22.
Same thing happens to her.
Yeah, exactly. Like you all are in sync here. Just like anime characters like together, and these like hunching down, defending yourselves. And then Klik, what's the dice result here?
On the second one, I rolled a 14, but she remembers what Flute said and rolls a dirty 20.
Incredible. Yeah, this is with Indomitable and the Bardic inspiration. So it's true. Like you feel your body lock up. You feel the psionic connection to your mind as it just starts to dismantle you a little bit. And you can see you shake it off, and then you can see Flute's hand on your shoulder, and you remember that you're here for your friends. You think about PC, you think about all of Dorian, and you're not gonna go down that easy. Cool. So Nyx is the only frozen one. Incredible. That's gonna.
I don't have her sheet, so if she had a feature that would have let her do anything, I don't know about it.
You don't have her sheet yet?
It's not in that folder.
Okay. Hold on a second. Oh no, that's the wrong.
Well, with a crit fail, unless she had some crazy
we should come
ability.
back to that.
Yeah, I'm sure she's.
Cool. All right, well, let's keep rolling then. That is going to, that is that Mind Flayer's turn, which is going to bring up another Mind Flayer who is not in this room with you right now.
What?
And
secret ones.
I would love to know.
You can't do that.
You all know, like you all have the Rocky Talkie, and you have the connection to like PC, Breeze Traveler, and the Fish Pack right now. And I kind of want to know from you all as players, how much do you want to know about what's happening in this room? Like, how do you want to get that communication? Do you want me to just like play it out like you're in the room and assume that you're
not
getting?
Know
we're not in the room
unless
like
we ask.
Yeah.
We should like use the
I feel
Rocky
like we
Talkie,
shouldn't
or
know
they
anything.
call us. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. Great. Then
Wait, I mean, we should know everything that would be helpful.
great. Then some turns happen off in the distance, and you hear the fish folk. The breeze traveler comes over the radio and he's like, "There's a lot of them. There are a lot of them in this room." He says, "But that won't stop us. Go in, boys, go in, and you, all of us, let's go in." Just like this yelling about. That will bring up
Yikes.
another mind flayer in the room that you all are in. One of these elite mind flayers is what we're calling them, and in case that's helpful with the armor here. But it is the one that is a chicken.
Chicken Flayer!
And he failed his saving throw. So because if Olafenticulus would have been stunned by the Mind Flayer attack, then he would have immediately come back into his form, but he was not. He was able to resist it. He did not take any damage. So this Mind Flayer, there's still just a chicken poking around in this room, kind of like both trying to eat the dust on the ground and also knowing that it's not food on an instinctual level. It's very confusing for both the tiny sliver of the Mind Flayer's brain that's left inside of this chicken and for the animal instincts of the chicken itself.
Okay, are all the other Mind Flayers in the room just a little bit chicken? Like a little bit? Because of the hive mind? Like
Yeah.
You can see all of them are standing there now, like floating in these like menacing like armor with the floating swords next to them.
Standing a little bit like this.
Yeah, they all have their arms. Yeah, you
Just
got
going
it.
like this a little bit.
Exactly. Like, in unison with the chicken that's walking around. Like every time it flaps their wings, they flap their arms. Yes, absolutely.
Like noticeably embarrassed about it.
Somebody kill that chicken.
It is the Moonboy's turn.
Oh fuck, is it? Okay. The Moonboy, having been blasted by this critter, is going to move forward. Let me just make sure of something here. Come on in. Come on in. There it is. Yeah, okay. Okay. Is going to move down here. 30 feet.
All right, let's go.
Actually, let's make sure that was 30 feet. I've changed it to a cube.
Yeah, shout out to these
I like
new,
the new measuring tools.
Me too. New Roll20 measuring tools give you radiuses for spell effects like this. So,
That's fun.
it's pretty cool.
Why, damn it, that's not going to do it, is it? I should have been checking all of this. But I'm a fool, I tell you. Okay, this one that Klik just attacked, it's this one, right?
Yes, the one at the bottom looks quite wounded. There's only 4 mind flayers in this room. One of them is a chicken.
Yeah.
One of them is very wounded, and the other 2 are
Perfect.
on fire inside of a ever burning flame. So,
I'm going to hurl a guiding bolt at that one.
all right, let's do it.
At second level.
Woo!
Or actually, I don't know if I can do that as a feat, can I? I suppose I can. If I get the guiding bolt I get the guiding bolt from the feature.
I see. I see what you mean.
If you
Can I
have
upcast it?
if you have to expend a spell slot to cast it, you can upcast it.
Okay, great.
If you get it automatically and if you don't have to expend a spell slot to cast it, you can't upcast it.
Okay, then I'm not upcasting it. So I cast guiding bolt at that one. 22 to hit.
22 does hit. That's huge.
22 does hit. And as he does this, another kind of little lunar satellite shoots off of him and tries to smack this guy as well. That's a 13 to hit. I think that's a negative.
All right.
So he's going to take 9 damage.
It's not 13 damage. The 13 does not hit. Yeah.
Right. Right, 9 damage. Wait a minute. Range spell attack against the target on a hit.
The
target
AC is
takes
18.
46.
Yeah, you know the AC.
The next attack roll made against this target before the end of your next turn.
Yeah, if your follow-up, it is an attack. That is a follow-up attack. So.
So that would count?
It would count, yes.
I fucked it up anyway.
Okay.
Okay. So that is that for the Moonboy. And I think that's going to be the end of that turn.
Cool. All right. Yeah. As you fly up here, and in this next hit again through your flame wall here, you just almost bellow the bolt through your firewall, and it shrouds the body of this mind flayer, and you can see it's just burning around his armor. And again, the sword kind of like flutters next to him, but he's able to remain up and keep his sword up, but he is not looking good. Like this one is like you can kind of like see below him on the ground this just puddle of ooze that is dripping out of him.
Great.
Yeah, so it's a good turn.
Got him oozing.
That is going to bring up another off-screen mind flayer here, who is going to take his turn. And you all hear.
He's gonna decide he doesn't want to be a mind flayer anymore.
Turn his life around. Open a cafe.
You hear the Breeze Traveler say, "He stunned us. He's stunned some of us. We will continue, though. Shake it off, all of you. Hold tight. We must remain." And that is going to.
I didn't know we were going to get the radio play of this disaster.
I like how, I asked and you maybe tried to wave it off, but I got to give you all something of what's going on over there. It is going to bring up Talon's turn. So
somebody tell him that he doesn't need to give us the play-by-play. No, it's fine.
Talon can see Nyx. Does she have a good idea for what has happened to Nyx?
100% no doubt in her mind. Don't need to roll for it. This is her sister, and she's has fought a lot alongside of her, and as much as they don't get along often, she is sensing her sister in danger, which she absolutely is, and would know exactly what's going on with her.
Do I know if Greater Restoration does anything in this moment?
Ooh, that's a good question. I honestly, I do not know the rules question on this so I'm going to look it up for a tiny second because I don't know if it affects the stun condition. It does affect charm or petrified, a reduction of one's imbue creature with positive energy to undo a debilitating effect.
Yeah, it's kind of.
I think maybe not. Like that's a big spell slot that I almost like want to waive it. Because of it, but I think it doesn't. I think it does not save from the stun condition. So
that's what I was kind of.
Doesn't? Damn.
Yeah, apparently.
Rules is written, it doesn't. You know what? I think, but here's my thing. That's a pretty big spell slot, and so I will absolutely let you expend it, even if it's not rules as written, because I think that that's a good deal for me as the DM balance wise. That if you want to use that to unstun her, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big spell slot, but it's also her goddamn sister.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, it makes sense narratively. Absolutely. Like, I'm not roasting you for that decision. I think it makes sense that she would burn the big one to get it done.
Yeah. God, I don't remember how to get around stun. It's been a while since we've...
I don't remember either.
It's just saving throws, right?
Rachel's getting stressed.
I am. I'm not. There's so many spells here. I don't know what any of these do.
Do you want to cast a spell or no?
I don't know. I'm sorry. We were supposed to be ready, and I was confused.
It's a lot. I wasn't ready, and I cast them every day.
I don't think that's good. She's just gonna step in front of her sister, and
Sure, yeah. I think that.
I think I'll do. I don't know. I'll just. She's magic missiled up a spell slot already, right? You cast it at the 2nd level?
Yeah, she's used 1 second level spell.
Okay.
Cool thing about magic missile is it doesn't miss.
Yeah. I will cast it at the 2nd level. It's 3 targets, or it's just 3 shots, and you can point them wherever.
Yeah, it's 4 shots at the
Second
second
one.
level.
Four shots.
Yep.
Okay. I will put. I guess I'll put one of them at the bleeding guy.
Cool.
They
you
don't
need to
miss.
decide all at once because they kind of
I see.
Yeah. They kind of
Okay.
like all burst out and go.
Yeah.
So
I'll
you
do
can
2
split
at
them
this
up,
boy,
but yeah.
and 2 at 1, and then 1 at the chicken. Do I know if that'll de-chicken it?
In fact, Talon would specifically know not to hit the chicken boy because
Don't hit the
Don't hit
chicken.
the chicken boy. Yeah.
Got it. All right, we're gonna fire 2 there and 2 at this one.
Cool. The top, one of the dudes that has been one of the mind flayers that has been consumed by the fireball that Australian cast, which he's still kind of back there chuckling about. He's like so excited to be doing big fire spells, and there's now this
Yeah.
huge
Loves it.
blazing flame, not just from him but from Moonboy in this room. He is giddy back there. So if you want to roll 2d4 and then 2d4 and make sure and add those modifiers to each of them, which I believe is just +1.
Yeah, I think so.
So
are all my
you want to split up the
D4s?
damage for each of them. Spellcasters,
Okay.
maybe. There's a lot
Yeah,
going on.
what? Why? There's so much. Oh wow. The first one was 9.
All right. For the one on bottom, the closer one.
Yes.
And then-
this one.
Cool. And then the one on top takes how much?
7 altogether.
Cool. All right, great. It does take that full damage. Magic missile automatically hits. Very cool. And from Talon as well, a thing we've established is that like these pockets inside of her mechanical arm just open and like these gears fly out and kind of like turn into these blades and just rush toward them like a flock of angry birds. And they dive into this ring of fire up top, and you just see the mind flare like wriggling around almost. Almost clucking in response. But the mind flayer below that got hit that just stunned Nyx. These blades fly into it as Talon kind of like yells out back at it, and it slices it up enough where this mind flayer crumples over as
Okay.
well.
Which one?
The one
The
on
closer
that
one,
one,
the one that
okay,
was next to
cool.
the flame wall. Yeah,
Nice.
truly
Nice.
Got it.
some good strategy of using against the armored mind flayers using the spell that cannot miss, even no matter what their AC is. So pretty sick. So yeah, there are 2 mind flayers down in this room. One is a chicken, and the other 2 are still up.
Is there 3?
Yeah, there are 2 still up. One is a chicken,
Oh, and
and
one's
2
a chicken.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Got
it went from 5 mind flayers to 2 mind flayers and a chicken. So, and
Love
Nyx is still stunned because this effect is not a concentration effect. So she is still. There's still this like, yeah, she's still totally fully in place.
No save on her turn.
On her turn, maybe.
On her turn, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're
that's
not
correct,
quite
yeah.
there.
Cool.
Is it me?
That is going
yes.
to bring up Ka. Yeah, it is your turn.
All right. I'm going to, from where I am flying up in the air, I will look over towards Klik, and I will, I'm going to cast Intellect Fortress on
Boy,
Klik.
there it is.
So advantage on wisdom, intelligence, and charisma saving throws, and resistance to psychic damage for an hour, I think.
Huge.
Oh, thank you.
I will do that. You get you get a helmet made of light.
Made of what?
Light.
Light.
Made of
What
might.
did you think I said?
I don't know.
Might.
I don't know.
Made of fight.
Fright.
And I will.
Frag might. Or no. I don't know.
And I will. So I'll cast that spell. I will fly up and over the wall of fire into sort of towards these mind flares and try to put myself forward as a target.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
And with my bonus action, I will not cast another spell because you can't do that. And my turn will be over.
Cool. That's the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
Cool. So yeah, you give us a little flavor on just like what does Klik feel when you apply this intellect fortress?
Totally. So I will, as I fly over you, I will conjure sort of forth from the omnipathy engine this kind of almost like a halo made of matrix writing, you know.
Hell yeah.
And you will feel like you'll feel a barrier suddenly between your own psychic presence and the intruding, malevolent psychic presence of these illithids. I've got you.
It's incredible. And as you do, and you're like a larger armored form is like coming into this room, holding up his spell on Klik, you hear over the walkie-talkie say, "Oh, they are surrounding us. You better move quick because our fight is about to come to a head. There's no scrambling here. We are facing off." The Breeze Travelers reports immediately over the walkie-talkie. You hear him say, "I don't know how much longer I'll be able to give you immediate updates for all of this because I will need both of my hands to fight here, but we are accomplishing our goal of distracting them. They are definitely focused on us." And with that, it is going to be...
so awful.
Please tell me you didn't say that out
You're the
loud.
bravest fish I know. And I know a lot of brave fish.
K.A.I, you see one of the mind flayers step out of this continually burning fireball. Like usually when you see this spell cast, it's this, circular woof of fire that orbs up and then disappears. And this is just a continually rotating burning orb. And as he steps outside of it, you can see he underneath his armor is like charred, even though there's this arcane energy coming off of it, and he has this floating sword next to him. And the mind flare, you can see his like beady eyes through the helmet, and he starts to float toward you, K.A.I, and is going to be able to use all of his movement to float up right next to you, and is going to you see his like move his arms and like rear his head back as his tentacles float up as if without gravity for a second as he blasts out his psionic energy as well into this room and onto you and your companions as the space around you just warples. It's as if the room is shaking, but there is no stone moves. There's no rumble in the room. Your vision just kind of like swirls for a moment. And
Royal Rumble.
pretty much
Bring
all.
it.
And I'm gonna go through the list here. Who exactly needs to roll as I get my nice little
Maybe you won't
cone
get
effect up
Moonboy?
here. But it's possible. No,
No, he can just turn
Moonboy.
his head slightly.
Everyone.
I suppose.
yeah, exactly. He is going to be able to get Moonboy, as his neck
And
does
just
still
kind of
work
look that way
currently.
a little.
Yeah, so that's everybody except for Flute, because he does not know that Flute is there.
Roll him.
Yeah.
I face him down. Yes.
Oh,
So
credit.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
for you or for
And you,
Talon?
you have advantage on those now.
I rolled advantage for Klik.
there
and
you go.
she critted.
Incredible.
For Talon is not so lucky.
When you're stunned, you don't roll again, right?
Yeah. Oh, we have the same modifier. Okay. Talon rolls a 15.
Cool. A 15 saves exactly.
Ooh-wee.
So
Beautiful.
yeah, she has kind of like both of you are in these like warrior stances right now. She has thrown herself up and forward and cast a spell standing in front of her sister, and ready to take anything on, standing next to the heat of this wall of fire that Moonboy has conjured. And you and her, Klik, are both just like ready to go right there. And as this warble, you kind of like have to close your eyes for a moment, just like wincing through it, and you both make eye contact. Talon looks at you with her 2 eyes and your hundreds of eyes, and just kind of like have this moment of like, we're still here. What did Laloon get?
Eye to eyes.
21.
21, no problem at all. Laloon is like, kind of laughs a little bit in that. She's like, you punk ass bitches, you can't do it. And she's like, I'm
Exactly
coming
what she
for you.
says.
I'm coming for you. She's kind of like, you haven't seen her this riled up in a long time. And that is going
Makes
to...
sense.
I also need to know from Olafenticulus, Moonboy.
He got a 28. K.A.I got a 33.
Moonboy got a 16.
Saves, and Oxtrillion got a 22. So
Nice.
no extra stuns added on from this
Great.
Mind Flayer blast here. Another, this happened, as much as it was, didn't quite happen last time, this did happen last time where you rolled your way through these kind of layered stuns here. So
You've taken precautions.
yeah, you've taken precautions here. Incredible. And I will say, I think there's like a little sense that the Mind Flayers are confused. Just if like what you know about them, it's not like, they're cocking their heads or anything. Well, there's a little bit of head cocking because they're chickens, but like, you can tell that they feel like they were descending upon you, and with 2 of them down and their whole crew, except for Nyx, resisting these stuns, they're just like hovering for a moment, almost hesitating. And that is going to bring up this other one who's going to step out of the flame. And Flute, I want you to roll a perception check for me.
Dirty 20.
This one is moving right toward you. And you know that Mind Flayers don't just automatically get the ability to see through invisibility or anything like that. It seems to be sensing your presence in some way. And it is going to step up here, and it's going to also activate its Mind Blast to warble and warp this room just at you. And only at you.
Oh.
It is expending its ability here to blast at you, and it's going to fly. It's going to float up this area and right there next to you, and just kind of like look where you are. Look through your invisible form and just at you. So I need you to roll an intelligence saving throw for me.
Uh-oh. Come
It's your damn
on, you old
cologne,
garbage. Critical fail.
Incredible.
I went back to these dice that were terrible. I thought maybe being benched would improve.
No! They're wicked creatures. They need to be in jail.
Oh no!
With that, I don't
You
even need
thought
to.
you
I
could
don't even need to.
rehabilitate them.
I don't even need to add any sort of extra punishment on here because the failure of this is so rough, because you are now stunned, and your invisibility drops here because you are no longer able to concentrate on this. So you are just like it's like staring through you, and it's almost like it wills you to appear in front of us, just rigid in your form. Just for the fun of it, what do you look like when you come out of invisibility stun?
Why is he buckling in his pants?
I was like I was like taunting it, thinking that it couldn't see me when I was invisible, and as I come back out, I'm like half dancing.
Yeah. Incredible.
You're doing like SpongeBob making fun of him dance.
Yes.
I don't even know how to say it. You got it.
Like the raspberry.
no.
Yeah.
You get it. You guys do it.
Cool. That is going to bring up. Let's see. That one just went. That one. Oh, I was like, oh man, how's it another mind player's turn? It's Nyx's turn, who's going to get to use their action here to do the saving throw.
All right.
If you don't have the sheet, I'll be able to give you the
Doesn't
modifier
matter.
for it.
She
Just
rolled
saying.
a 2.
I've got it. Oh, it's Nyx. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
You rolled a 2, so
You are
whatever
banned.
the modifier is.
Yeah, that's not gonna get it. That is not gonna get it. Cool. Yeah, she is stuck in place inside of her inside of her armor. And you can like Talon's kind of like yelling back at her like, come on. And yeah, nothing there. And she's kind of like just like standing in front of her, but like shaking her armor just a little bit to try and do it, and nothing. That is going to bring up the Breeze Traveler. It is now Heal Breeze Traveler's turn, who you have heard him talk here, and he says, "Don't worry."
that was all not on his turn.
Yeah, that was all not on his turn. You hear him yell out, "Don't worry. I will help by using one of my Windrider moves. I've seen him do this many a time," he's saying to you through the walkie-talkie. And Andrew, can you tell me, just because I don't have the spell pulled up and it will add some fun flavor here, can you tell me the radius of Hypnotic Pattern?
Nice.
I think it's a 30-foot square. Let me double check. It's pretty good.
As he goes on to describe, he's like, I have seen him use his magic to magically charm large groups of people. And, well, I haven't seen it, but I've heard lots about it. He's saying it's like you could hear like this horrible sound of like some fish folk yelling and
30-foot cube, yeah. So even
30-foot cube. Amazing. And so they're all going to do saving throws for here. And he says, I did not get one of them. Unfortunately, I did not get one of them. I did cast the spell. I did not get one of them. As they all rolled above the DC there. That was
I
tragic.
interpret that as he got all of them but one. Tragic. Truly tragic.
Rolls like his predecessor.
And I think
Get
that
a single one.
And I think that, like, in this moment, too, you, like, Flute is frozen, and you have a walkie-talkie on you now, and you can just hear this. He's like, I've successfully casted the spell, but I was ineffective in combat. And I think that there's so much bravado in his voice often, and so much, like, commitment, that this is the first time that you've been able to incite any sort of, like, maybe this is a bad idea, as all of these mind flayers are closing in on him and his friends. And not just his friends, his crew. That is going to bring up... Oh boy. 2 more mind flayers in this room. One of them is going to... you hear the mind flayers say, it did not work. It did not... and you hear... It's like, get off me! Get off of me! I'm gonna... And he says, no. And you hear him like, you can't get me with that. And you kind of just hear this like squelching noise come through the walkie-talkie. And he's like, no, get back, you fiend. That's not a correct. You terrible creature. And this other one is going to use its Mind Blast, and he is going to succeed. He succeeds, and he's like, "You cannot stop the Windrider. Throw more Mind Flayers at me. Come on!" You just hear him like yelling through the walkie-talkie. And that is the end of that room's turn, which is going to bring up Australian as he steps up here. This flaming elf is cackling, and he says like, "Yahoo! This place needs culled. It needs to be burnt down and restarted. New things need to grow here." And is going to cast another fireball with and is going to try and get it this time on I'm gonna see if I can get both. Yeah. Ooh, that's a little. No one tell me I'm not nice when I'm saying this counts on both of those Mind Flayers, and then doesn't count for hitting Flute and K.A.I. as. Like, even in your stunned form, Flute, you, like, feel, like, your eyebrows, like, singe off a little bit, and, K.A.I, you can, like, feel the edges of your metal just, like, heat a little bit as this fireball,
Ooh, that's nice.
Is cast next to you, and...
Bam!
These two folks have to resist it. These two Mind Flayers, the one on the bottom failed and the one on the top succeeded, so I need to roll fireball damage real quick, which is 28 points of fire damage.
Ooh, yeah!
Shout out, Australian.
That circle is like perfect.
It's perfect. I know.
It is perfect, yeah.
Right on the edges.
Couldn't have planned it better.
I know. I wish that I was. I wish that I was planning it in this way, but I'm just rolling and going. And the that is going to bring up Laloon. It's Laloon's turn.
Okay. Laloon is going to step forward up to the wall of fire, but not crossing it. And she's going to kind of see what's happening down here. And she's going to go, "Fools! World breakers! Assholes!
Incredible.
You face the Lunar Zorn!" And she's going to summon a Lunar Zorn
Whoa!
right here.
What?
What's a lunar zorn?
Yeah. What is the
Boy,
lunar
you're about to
Zorn?
find out.
Zorn.
As soon as she says this, you see not one, not two, but 3 rocky blue hands burst out of the earth, and this thing claws its way out. It has a mouth on top of its head. It has one massive eyeball. It has 3 legs, and she is summoning the elemental creature known as a Zorn.
Let's go. Jordan, you'll be
rather.
proud of me. I had these moon tokens just ready to go because I knew some conjured shit was going to happen.
You know it.
So if you could place them on the map here, are Zorns large creatures? Because I can make these bigger in just a second.
Zorns are, there's just one of them.
Oh, okay, I thought there were 3. Oh, no,
a
there's
Zorn-
3 tentacles. All right, well.
Right, it has 3 arms and 3 legs. Zorn is a medium elemental.
Oh, great, so it's not even that big. Cool. All right, well, you have control of that moon token there, which is going to be
Right,
the moon
and it's
Zorn.
going to pop up actually right between Flute and this one.
Incredible.
And it is going to, it says that it rolls its own initiative. Would you like me to roll initiative for it?
Please and thank you. I'm ready to go with
Okay.
it. Yep.
Give me just a second. Roll.
This fight's so big already that it's like, yeah, just sprinkle some pepper on there, no problem. It's like when you eat a hot sauce that's so hot that when you eat more of that hot sauce, it doesn't do worse, you know? So,
Would you
I
like
got a
some
19.
Zorn with that, sir?
19, all right, cool. Cool and good. It is in the initiative order. It's going to go right after Klik. So, shout out.
I just want to see if she has any bonus actions she can do real quick.
Sure.
Come on, Liloon.
You're playing too much Baldur's Gate where you're like, oh, I want to hit the bonus action tab there to make sure that I use my full action economy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you don't have anything quick, we should keep rolling, but...
I don't.
Cool. Great, that is going...
That's it for her
that's a
turn.
good turn, as she has this creature out on the map now that's between Flute and this Mind Flayer that's descending upon the stunned Flute as she's still on the side of the flame wall that is between most of the party and these Mind Flayers, these Guardian Mind Flayers in this room. That will bring up Olophanticulus, if we have a turn for Olophanticulus.
Olophanticulus, we do.
Let's
Oh
go.
my god, my roll.
Thought we might.
Olophanticulus is... Oh, he's concentrating on polymorph, isn't he?
He is.
Got it. Does he know any cantrips? There's none on here.
Absolutely. Take your pick. You know, he can.
Of course he does. He knows all of them.
He's going to cast, he's going to pick a damage cantrip and cast it. Ray of Frost, let's do. He's
it.
going to throw a Ray of Frost at the Mind Flayer that's in front of Flute.
Absolutely. He's going to have to move in order to have line of sight on him.
He will.
Yeah, cool.
He will bring himself a line of sight. He'll putter on over. Oh, it's been a long time since I blasted a motherfucker.
Incredible. I love that you and Jordan both are like just jumped right in with the voices and are crushing it. So don't slow down there.
I think he's probably going to hit. That's a 26.
26 does hit.
Right on. He rolled really well. That's going to be 25 points of cold damage.
Wow.
It is, shout out to scaling cantrips. That's 4d8 that
Damn.
ended up with 25. That's crazy. Let's
He rolled
go.
like a 6, 7, 8. I don't remember what the first one was.
Yeah, but also shout out to the flavor of like I haven't done this in a long time, and then smash, this ray of frost just goes through the wall of fire, magically like creating this hole inside of the flame wall, and just connects to the side of this Mind Flayer's head as the frost just goes underneath of its body. You see a couple of its tentacles fall off like its beard is being shaved by the ice there. And it is, the Mind Flayer is still up, but woo, that did some damage for a cantrip.
Vigorous.
Great.
I think that's his turn.
Awesome. And you see, it is the fish pack's turn before we keep going here. And
The fish pack.
Was that the Cheese Tax song remixed for?
Yeah.
Was it? it felt like it was. Was that intentional?
Yeah,
it was very
cheese
cool. If
tags,
it was.
baby.
Life is the fish back. Anytime you're cooking, when the fish comes out, the sloppy comes looking.
And you hear someone say, "Throw!" And they are going to make an attack roll here, which critically fails.
Oh, come on, guys.
Don't tell us these things.
They're telling us everything. They're not.
Oh, boy.
Oh no! And
Hachi.
you hear
Machi.
you hear the Breeze Traveler have maybe his lowest moment that he's had with you all so far, because he scolds them. He sees this critical fail as he kind of like lets out this yell, and you hear him go, "No, we practiced! Why none of you hit?" He's like, "Well, I'm fending him off with my life, and none of you hit." He's like, "I'm sorry that half of you are stunned, but come on, man! We must live! Come on! Fight was like we trained!" And you could just hear him like kind of losing it in his leadership position a little bit. Now that
Yelling at the team.
He's sweating. He's yelling at the team.
Because he's
Don't yell at
trying
the
to
team.
concentrate on talking to us.
And
Spending all this energy trying to.
with that too, Kai, you aren't stunned. Can you roll a perception check here?
Yes. Perception! 16.
You see a bunch of bindings on the wall to the northwest snap that you didn't even know were there. It was almost like a wall of ivy or something like that, but there's clearly like leathers or some sort of dried hide that seem to be psionically released. And you see a creature that you recognize, that you have fought before, float out of the corner in one of the corners of this room, which is a mind witness. You see float out with his eye sewn shut, clearly with all these like wrigglings underneath its skin as well. This is clearly a beholder that has been reinvigorated in some way, shape, or form by the colony, by this army of mind flayers. So that it has been unleashed into this room
bummer.
as well. And with that bummer, we're going to take that the opportunity of this bummer, this down tick in the swing of the fight, to
Never
cut
waste
break
a bummer.
here, to take 5 minutes where we drink, pee, and we'll see you on the other side.
Oh boy.
Ooh, baby.
We're still in the first round of the initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Tummy vision.
Tummy cam.
Tummy cam.
Coming to you
We're
live
back.
in Tummy Vision.
Tummy, 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 tummy. Tummy, tummy, tummy. Tummy,
I should
tummy, tummy.
I should turn off all of
I
the
wish I could show you her
ventilation
face
that I
right now. I
need.
can't
Tummy
get my
vision.
camera to show you exactly what her face is doing.
I think I know what I think I know.
Oh, she's happy.
She love the tummy.
Oh, the tummy.
So cute.
Good.
Are you guys
Hi.
familiar
I
with
know.
the term primordial pouch?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Cats have a primordial pouch, and it's
too.
it's like that saggy skin before their legs. And the
That's,
purpose for it is to stop them from getting their guts ripped out when they fight with other cats.
Oh my god.
Cool. You're
That's
not using
primordial.
that.
Have you
Scully's
know
like, yeah, it's a primordial pouch, all right? That's so I can
call it a-
survive in the wild.
I call it a fupa.
I sent you a thing today, Aaron, on Instagram that is a woman who wrote a song that's like, "What do you keep in your primordial pouch?
You sent it to me?
Is
didn't
it
even see it.
primords?"
I've been working all day.
It's very funny.
Hey.
I will watch and report back.
I will watch and like.
Speaking of watching and liking, let's get back to our stream.
What?
I like and subscribe
There's
to you,
mind
my
flayers
friend.
in there.
Don't
Go
go
in
back in
there. There's tummies out
Talking
here.
about Muppets.
Speaking of primordial pouches,
The Muppets.
Oh boy, they come out of a primordial pouch deep beneath Henson Studios.
where
Pouch
they're
was
forged,
discovered.
like where they come out of that Uruk-hai pit.
I was thinking exactly Urukai.
Brian Henson puts the white hand of Sauron on them.
Whom do you serve?
Jim Henson!
Hanson.
Henson puts his white handprint on her face.
Find the halflings!
Jordan, do the
Oh my
Swedish chef
God.
voice
Hi.
with who do you serve?
Gordy, bork, bork. Who do you serve?
Find the halfling.
We serve the Henson, Bordy,
Oh,
bork.
that guy's fun. That's one of the great reads of the 20th century, 21st century.
Absolutely.
Find the halfling.
Incredible. So,
Pretty good.
That is going to this fire is in the wrong spot because it's not the mind flare moved
Look at
out
these
of it.
crazy rings.
It's crazy, right? It brings a whole new
Oh, no, we got
dimension.
Yeah.
Very scary.
Brings just feel like going down into him, you know?
Scully's paw.
I don't think anyone got that, but I liked it.
All right, the ring of fire. I got there eventually.
Whatever.
That is
Whatever.
going to it is this creature's turn here. But it's going to I really should have
your
pulled.
beans.
It's
Keep talking about Scully for a second. I realized I forgot something else.
Sorry.
I'm just looking at the beans and the chin.
Look at those
Catlet.
little.
She's so good.
This is Rachel's broken.
Yeah, she's.
Tractor.
I just love how much people love their own cats.
Can you
It's one
just
of-
like
It's just a thing that will always delight me.
the idea of a person just
Nothing
sticking their
like
hand
it.
into the stream and just going like this? It's
She clearly has a question, so
yeah,
should call on
Scully.
No, I'm not going to give them advantage. No, I'm not. I don't care how cute you are. I don't care what's going on.
Yeah, she's making biscuits lazily with like 1 foot. I guess.
Way.
Incredible. Cool. This creature's range, the Mind Witness's range is 120 feet, so it does not need to move at all. So it's going to use all 4 eye beams at the one creature it could easily see, which is you, Kai.
Oh boy.
Oh wait, I need my D6 for this. Hold on just a second.
That seems really bad.
But why?
But why him?
I'm good.
It's Mind Fortress and Constitution. There is a concentration spell.
Concentration.
Intellect Fortress?
Yes.
I will check.
Actually,
I don't
While you're
think so.
while you're
but
checking, I
I'm
need
gonna check.
I need a strength saving throw.
It is. Yes, it is.
Okay, cool. I need a strength saving throw as you see this white light just
Strength
come
saving throw. That's
Yeah.
very, very bad. Okay.
out. This white light just like
That's not
comes
good.
out of one of the stalks of this Mind Witness, and it's kind of. The mind or the eye stalk is like rolling around kind of like randomly and then just becomes alert very quickly and focuses on you, and this white light comes out of it.
Okay. I rolled a 10 plus 5 is 15. I'm gonna go ahead and spend a reaction to use a flash of genius
Alrighty.
to make it a dirty 20.
Cool. As you feel this ray try and pick you up and move you around, it is unsuccessful, and you just kind of like reach, like push it away, and shield yourself from the effects of this.
Might have been a waste. We'll see.
But I do need you to make a dexterity saving throw as well,
Okay.
as the effects of that one eye stalk are shaken off. Another one pops up like a horrible gopher and shoots out this gray, like almost like a black and white movie effect put on top of you as it reaches out at you.
15.
And you shrug it right off. It is not able to drain the color out of you, and it's not able to slow you down. And with the other ray here, as seemingly getting frustrated as all these huge tentacles that have burst out of the bottom of this mind flare. Mind flares don't usually have tentacles bursting out of their bottoms, but this one does. I heard it.
Keep going. Drive right by it. Don't look. No one look at it.
Arlen said bottom.
said tentacles bursting out of their bottoms.
Yeah, I think this is an appropriate one to see if you are affected by a fear ray that is just like you make eye contact with it.
Okay. We have Hero's
Here's
Feast right
feast,
now, right?
baby.
Yeah, so you have advantage on this
Yes.
wisdom saving throw that you have to do.
Fair.
No, you're actually immune to the
we're
fact
immune to
condition.
Oh, look at that. You look into this tentacle bursted bottom and you stare right back into that
You
void.
burp.
I feel nothing.
It's a problem.
And so then
I'm working on it.
for the last of these, it's only 3 rays. It's not 4, so that was the end of it. So yeah, give us a little bit of flavor as K.A.I just resists all 3 of these rays from the Mind Witness.
Yeah, he tries to grab me, and I use my flash of genius to calculate how to use my counter thrusters, and then I will just hold up my shield that is sort of projecting out of this smaller, like buckler-sized version of the shield sonnet that everyone has that's just projected as a shield in front of it. I can't talk.
No, I got you.
block it.
Yeah.
I block them.
Yeah, with your arcane energy, you shove all of these beams off from this horrible sewn up creature here, and that is, and as you resist all of these effects deep down in the lair of this mind flayer, you hear over the walkie-talkie, "Oh no," and you can almost hear a cracking sound from the other side as you hear him go, "No, wrong top! No, hold on, buddy, resist! Oh, no, wrong top! Those are his brains! You let his brains go! Oh, wrong!" And he's like, you could hear the sound of like the breeze traveler almost throwing up into the walkie-talkie as he just seems to not be really talking to you anymore. It's just the walkie-talkie is open as he is yelling at everyone around in this room. And it seems like one of the fish folk is down. Yes, I named them all. That's going to bring up Flute. It's your turn, and you are stunned.
Cool. And that
Flute,
save comes
you
at
get-
the end of my turn, right?
Yeah, you get to
Correct.
roll, right?
That's correct.
So Laloon is going to use Portent and just give you a 14. And you can add your intelligence to it.
Well, guess what? My intelligence is a 1, which I think is exactly what I needed, right?
That's what I thought.
That's correct. So give us some more flavor on this moment because she is a divination wizard and she has the ability to portent rolls here. And Jordan, I feel like you're equipped to give us this.
She
this
looks
save.
over and she goes, Is he stunned? No, that's not how it happens. And she waves her hand, and it's like you snap out of it immediately.
I love that so much too because she is very insistent that she can't see the future, even though she is a divination wizard. Like she can't know the future, but this
Yeah.
is one of those things where it's like she immediately is just like, no, that's not how it is, and just like waves
Right.
it off, which is her version of divination. Absolutely, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. That's not how it happens. It's exactly right, Jordan. Thank you for paying attention.
Yeah, she might not be able to see the future, but she knows when it's going off path.
Exactly. Yeah. And there you are, in front of this mind flayer, kind of unstunned with this lunar Zorn right next to you, with the moon girl really looking out for you.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's my turn, though, right? Because it happens at the end of your turn?
Yep. So talk to you in like
Right.
3
Yep.
episodes.
Pass the turn.
I'm gonna go watch a baseball game on another tab. See you guys later.
You all, Flute or Klik, you hear the voice, a voice you recognize in your mind, just going, "I'm scared. Oh man, I'm scared. I'm scared. Oh man, I'm scared. I could do this. I got which one of these piss files is gonna work?" And it's you are kind of like overhearing through your psionic connection here. Piss Cricket's internal monologue, and you can, when you close at least 3/4 of your hundreds of eyes, you can almost see him alone in this room for a second, like going through his satchel, trying to find the right vial here, and it's almost like you all are alone in a room for this moment in this turn. So if you want to try and influence anything, he's going to attack on his turn. But if you want to like say something to him, you can't because you feel a psionic connection with him in this moment.
PC.
Oh no! Mom?
You've been so brave. You can't do anything more from that room.
Oh, this is definitely not my mom. She would not say that. Klik. Hi. Sorry.
It's Klik.
I'm
Jesus. Look, do what you can, but retreat down the staircase to the left of the door you came out of. That'll lead you to us, or get out of here.
Down the staircase to... okay.
The left of the door you came out of. The big one.
I should leave this room?
If you go down that hallway and keep going straight, you will find us.
But I gotta stay here and fight. I can't... Do you want to get everybody to go in?
Bring everyone with you. You've done what you can in that room.
New instructions. Got it. New instructions. And you just hear him kind of like disappear from this room, and he goes, "New instructions!" And he picks up a vial and is gonna throw it at the some clumped up mind flayers here.
Hit the flayer clump.
If you could roll a D8 for me there, Rachel, let's find out which piss vial he throws at this.
Oh, God.
This clump of mind flayers.
Scully. Oh, just a burst of fur. Did you see that? All right. D8. He throws a 4.
Incredible. The dehydrated piss. He says, he's like, "Take this. This one's infected," as he yells out.
Infected piss attack. Go.
So gross.
He throws it to hit too. Let's find out if he hits this one.
God, come on.
He does not. He does not hit
Come
their
on,
AC.
dude.
But and it doesn't even
hit shit.
He has an ancillary effect where it creates a continual like spot on the floor that they could take damage from, but they're all levitating. So unfortunately, you just click in your mind. You can see for a second PC just like realizing that he didn't put that together as like one of the mind flayers is just like hovering above this vile oozy piss in front of him that was supposed to like do caustic damage over time in that spot, and he's just like, "No, my piss calculations were incorrect," and he's
good thing you came, man.
Oh, wait, it's your mathmapis.
Okay.
Math.
All right.
Mathmapis.
That's. I feel like there's another, but it's so
Arithmapis.
There you go. That's closer. Arithmapis is better.
And he is not going.
Multiplication tables.
That's good. He's not going to need. He doesn't have a mind flayer within.
It's AP. It's Calcupus.
There it was. It's right in front of us all along.
There it is. We did it, everybody. Thank you. That's our stream for the night. Good night. No, I have a few more rounds to go. He seems to be yelling out and running toward you all. You can feel the psionic connection between the two of you. That is kind of this like familial like connection that is not the Rocky Talkies, but it's just.
Of course, he turns down the wrong goddamn hallway. I said, keep going straight.
Wait, you don't want him? Hold on, I'll go over to the map here for a second. So
are they just retreating back into this room?
You want him to go toward you all, right? So
yes,
okay.
Yeah.
So he was here. So I assume that you want him to go in the quickest direction toward you all, which if he went up this way, he would have to, if he went up north, he would have to walk through 3 mind
you had him
flayers.
go through this door. I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah,
So I thought the door was like all the way down here, and then you had to go up here.
Yeah.
There are multiple entrances to that room, and this is just one of them because he has... Because he also has psionic abilities like you two, he can just open that door and get to the safety of this other room.
Well, bring everybody with you, Christ.
You all,
he absolutely
done your
has
job.
given-
You all fought valiantly and held them off for 6 seconds.
They just aren't going to hold him anymore.
That is going to bring up Klik's turn.
Yeah. I think with the guy over there, I am going to move. Klik is going to run to the edge of this cliff, but attack this Mind Flayer with the cha-cha-cha.
All right, cool. So you're attacking the one that is right next to K.A.I there, kind of like floating in the middle of this tiered room. You're staying behind the flame wall that Moonboy has created and throwing your chachka through the flames at the one that's squaring up with K.A.I here. No problem.
That one is going to hit for 12.
All right, yeah. It's 12 damage. You rolled above
12 damage total. Yeah, I rolled an 18 on the dice.
Cool. That's 18 hits exactly. You're ahead of me. That does do 12 damage to it.
Sorry.
It is still up, but as your Githka flies through this flame wall, K.A.I, you just see it slide between some of the armor of its neck and its chest and just like spits out some inky blood on you. And as it's like magically recalled as well.
It's a 24 to hit.
24 also hits.
And another 14 damage.
Cool.
This one's a 21 to hit.
Also hits.
And 12 damage.
All right, that's going to do it. That's going to put this Mind Flayer down here. As K.A.I, you just kind of see it go thump, 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 as all of these Githka shots hit, and the Mind Flayer that is floating above you in this very regal arcane armor with its sword next to it is going to fall down to the ground right at the edge of these two constantly burning fireballs that are right next to you. Shout out to Robo Jason for that nice
do I want to
dramatic
use the rest of my movement to drop? I was here to here is 30. I've got 10 more feet. Yeah, I'm gonna have Klik drop down to the floor here.
Yeah.
So she'll scale the 10 feet to the ground below, or the 20 feet to the ground below.
Yeah, she's going to climb up one of these intimidating abstract statues carved into the edges of the wall and just zoot around it, no problem, getting onto one of the lower tiers and getting closer to the Mind Flayer that is a chicken.
Chicken Flayer.
Chicken Flayer.
That's all I got.
Great. That was a good turn. That's going to bring up the Moonzorn. The Lunar Zorn.
Moonzorn. Is it standing in the fire currently?
No, that's just it is safe from it. The animated effect is just touching it. So
the Moonzorn brings all of its lunar fury down on this this elite Mind Flayer that's right in front of it. It goes, "Oh, Zord! Oh, Zord!
incredible.
And it is going to strike the Mind Flayer 4 times, once with each of its big horrible hands and once with its big horribler mouth.
Incredible.
So let's see.
Who let this level 20 character be in this combat? Who would do that? I would say, I just to please pick up on this flavor a little bit here, Moonboy, but like this is a creature that is like pretty rare on Lunastera and is known for like eating rocks and gemstones as well, but known for also being kind of friendly at times as well.
Yeah.
And so it is both like seeing an elephant, it's both like very cute and cool and also very intimidating to have this creature in the room for you, Moonboy.
Yeah. So that
seeing
is
an elephant kill someone.
That is a 12 to hit, which I believe misses.
They're so amazing.
That's correct.
A 19 to hit, which I believe hits.
You're right. Yep.
This is going to be a 14 to hit, which I believe misses.
14 misses. Yep.
And this is going to be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
No, a 22.
Dirty 20. 22 does hit.
So you're going to take 6.
Oh my gosh, sorry, chat said differential pisquations, which I just wanted to
That's fun.
D6 plus 6.
Equations.
Come on, let's see some 6s on these die.
sorry to interrupt the math there, but had to do it.
So 15 points of damage from this assault.
All right, cool. That is
Just
going
pummeling.
to down this mind flayer.
Oh,
so if
yeah,
you want to
the
give us some
Zorn-
Zorn energy here, please do.
The Zorn just like 2 fists and then another 2 fists come together, and then on the last one it just grabs this mind flare and rips it in half and stuffs the pieces into the mouth and the top of its head and crunches them down.
Incredible. Yeah, just like
He goes, Zorn.
yeah, Moon Girl's like, oh, I love it. I tell you what, they've always been my favorite pets. I've gotten excommunicated from 2 different
love
living
animals.
establishments. But, yeah.
And Moonboy goes, Jesus Christ! And she goes, who's that? And they just carry on.
Cool. All right.
Love animals.
It's like
Great.
seeing an elephant eat a mind flare.
Yeah.
You hear the Breeze Traveler say, New orders! We are retreating! Retreat! Wow. Why are only half of you moving? Retreat! Get back, he says. And he says, I resisted you once, I will resist you. And you hear this slurping noise. As that is going to hit him. And the Breeze Traveler goes silent.
They're trying to slurp him.
You hear
Resist their advances.
no cracking noises, no breaking brain slurping noises, but the Breeze Traveler has been continually talking to you all and the group since he has come down here, and there is now a very noticeable silence from all of the Rocky Talkies that each of you have, as this throughout all of your fighting, all of your moving around this room, resisting the effects of the mind flayers. You've been able to like shrug it off and be in combat, and through this whole time there's been this narration of this excited voice that's kind of been slowed down in its excitement. You've been able to feel the optimism just get slurped out of it, the voice almost, and now it is just completely silent. And this room has gone, there's all this flame in the room as well that's like lighting up this purple and rock room all around you. And you can see this very alien architecture all around. You know that you're in a horrible temple here, and there's fire filling it up. And you've had this kind of action all around you throughout the whole time. And this, it's like falling asleep with the TV on, just like keeping all those thoughts out. And then there's just silence here as the Breeze Traveler is stunned from a, what I will even say, I'll just give you this flavor, because he's not stunned from the Mind Blast attack. He's stunned from getting hit by tentacles that have melee attacked him. And I think that feels like the right time to call this episode here.
Oh.
You're gonna have to spend a week with him in the grasp of this monster.
Oh.
Actually, I will take one more turn. It is... It's the Mind Flayer Chicken's turn, who's just hanging out. So,
Who lays a horrible, unspeakable egg.
yeah.
Can we do a bonus illustration of a chicken flare?
I think
boy.
we can.
Yeah, totally.
A mind layer.
There you go.
is.
Very
That's
good.
your blackout joke, folks.
All right.
Oh, that was great. All right. Yeah, let's do it. I was gonna give you the Moon Zorn, but like we know what Zorns are. Give us that mind flayed chicken, Jordan.
Yeah,
Come on, give us that
we
mind
got it.
flayed
I can
chicken.
see it too. It's like, you know how they have the things hanging over their beaks? It's just but they're tentacles.
Oh, the gizzards.
Tentacles coming
Totally.
from under its chin. Yeah. Horrible eyes. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be good. I want to throw up this art one more time from this week, because just like look how badass these dudes look.
Don't throw it
I
out.
just think it's not throw it out. Throw it. I see. Throw it up. Yeah. I'll hold it down. I'll put it up so you all can see it as well, players, for just a second. But I just think that like the sword, none of them have gotten in a melee range enough for the swords to matter. But this sword on this guy looks like it matters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Damn.
And as I was drawing this one, I was like, boy, good thing that wall of fire is up, because
Yeah.
these fuckers look like they could really do some damage if they get in close.
Nasty boys.
I will say that was quite the move there, Jordan Dahl. So, surprise, all 4 of you are very good at strategically playing D&D.
We know the secrets. We know the hacks. We know the coward's corner.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. That's it for this week. Thanks, everybody.
We love you.
We'll see you. We'll
Check
see you
out our
next week.
Patreon.
Yeah, I heard the Patreon game this week was really good.
It was pretty fun.
Did a
They
boss
fought-
fight, right?
It was yes.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty
With
cool.
stacking effects.
They fought the animated skeleton of a leviathan.
Good lord.
Very cool.
That's amazing.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Whoa.
You had me at animated skeleton and you sent it over the edge. I didn't think it could go up from there, but here we are.
Yeah. The skeleton of like a giant sea monster.
Incredible.
Hell yeah. Well, yeah, and if just a reminder as well that if you are a Patreon subscriber at our like second tier, we do something called Later Than Heroes, where we talk about the episode after the episode. And then there's some good ones in there. We do have fun, if nothing else. So check
If
those
nothing
out.
else.
Yeah, they're also pretty insightful and fun about the like fun meta talk about the game. But also there's just some good riffs in there if you want to come hang out. So.
And we talk about which Muppets fuck.
All
It's
right.
not the ones you'd hope.
You'd hope.
It's not
All
the
right,
ones
fuck
you'd draw
Muppets.
in your free
Welcome to
time.
another Later Than Heroes.
Get us out. I just almost said, Case, get us out of here, but it's me. All right. Bye.
Harlan, get us
Yeah,
out of
don't
here.
yell anymore.
You are the case now.
Get us out of here, me.
Stargazer, Moonboy, Klik, the Crusher, K.A.I, and the Leah